So obviously we all know what Venmo is, but maybe you don't know that Venmo can be used for more than just paying your friends back. You can use Venmo in so many ways, and one of them is the Venmo debit card. Yes, that's right. You heard it. Venmo has a debit card. So this debit card lets you spend your Venmo balance in so many ways. You can Venmo this, you can Venmo that, you can Venmo everything. I'm saying, like, if you shop for it, you can pay for it with this. With the Venmo debit card, I can Venmo this mic that I'm speaking into, the headphones that are in my ears, the rent for my apartment, my coffee. I mean, just everything. It's so exciting. It's so great. The Venmo debit card unlocks all new ways to use Venmo. So imagine you get back money on Venmo for drinks that you paid for your friends. Use that balance and pay for your Uber home. You sold a pair of shoes, use that balance, buy new shoes. Not to mention, this debit card is chic and it comes in a bunch of vibey colors, so you can pick one that matches your aesthetic, which we love. Venmo everything with Venmo debit card. Visit venmo.me/debit to learn more and sign up today. Venmo purchase restrictions apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Card may be used everywhere. MasterCard is accepted. I love this little situation.
A little sock and sandal.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
is it you or is it like a stylist?
No, this is me.
I love it.
Yeah, this is me.
I wonder what the internet would think.
We can ask them.
Yeah, I know. I'm into it.
But
is it a Gen Z thing? Like, what's that?
Sure as hell not.
Okay,
I'm not.
Chanel? Is it Chanel?
No, they're not. They're like $30 knockoffs.
I love you. I love you.
I'm doing a Chanel knockoff and a sock and sandal. This is just where we're at.
Love it. You're on a hit fucking show and you're wearing a Chanel. Sock and Sandy, which looked like shit. Like, look how I would be like Chanel.
Well, that's what I hope that's what I hope happens with these.
Because you don't believe in spending a lot of money on trends.
Well, or anything.
Or anything.
Or shoes,
Or shoes in general.
Yeah, shoes in general.
Okay. Because it's those the row jellies.
Yeah. So
that's a perfect example to me of a trend that's not worth, no offense, Mary Kay and Ashley, love you forever, $700 for the plastic versus you could get them on Amazon for $20. And by next year, we're going to be we can't believe we wore the jellies, but you didn't spend the $700.
Right. And I do feel like I went to China many, many years ago and they were like, oh, this is the, this is the Yves Saint Laurent factory, and it's also the Gap factory, and it's also the Forever 21 factory.
Seriously.
Those are not exact stores.
But that's the gist.
Brands. But that's the gist. And you're just
yeah, what are we doing?
What are we doing here?
So even when you started making money working, you still were not spending it?
Not spending it on, I like to spend on experiences.
Like what? Like travel?
Traveling.
Yeah.
And eating great food. And
food is the one thing that it's the limit does not exist. For some reason, anything else, I just got my nails done a fancy Russian manicure, and it was no, it's grown out because that's how frugal I am, that I'm getting every last bit of it's it's worth.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to go this long, but it was $150, which is very different than a regular manicure.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is so expensive. And I was having this conversation with myself. Meanwhile, everyone that follows me gets it. The world is getting it. It's not the elite is everyone gets it now. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I okay with ordering food for whatever amount of money, spending food just doesn't count,
Yeah, I know.
as spending money.
Yeah, it's on a completely different list.
It is. I'm so happy you're here. You're out with 9 Perfect Strangers right now, which is a hit. So fucking good. Nicole Kidman. What was that? She's obsessed with you, by the way. Did you know?
No.
She said it. I saw it on TikTok. She said she was so excited to have you. She was so excited to work with you. She was an avid watcher of Schitt's Creek.
I did know that. I did know that.
It's hard to picture her kicking back to Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
Just
with just some snacks.
Yeah.
Some snacks.
Yeah.
And her slippers on.
Cracking up at you.
It was truly wild to work with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Because she really is kind of this intangible, like otherworldly presence.
Right.
When she does scenes, she does every take like completely differently. So you never know
Really?
what's coming out of that face and body.
Wow. So watching her is like an experience.
It really is. Speaking of like kicking back with snacks, I wish I could have just done that.
Yeah.
Because it's a sight to behold for sure.
Was it a cool, like when you found out that you were going to be doing this, like how excited were you about that?
I was so excited. Well, it was post, pandemic, post strike, post all the things. And I just felt so lucky that I had a job to begin with.
Yeah.
And then, knowing that it was Nicole Kidman, Marie Bartlett had already signed on. Christine Baranski had already signed on. It was going to be shot in Germany. So I knew it was going to be like a really cool adventure.
Your scene with him, by the way, with Murray in the lift, when you're like not afraid to die or something.
Yeah, we had a. That was
Was that in a real lift? Was that happening?
Yeah, that was real. It's in this little town called Hallstatt in Austria, which is, I think, one of the most Instagrammed places. It's this little, it's a beautiful storybook town around this alpine lake.
Oh, wow.
And the funicular, we just rode that all day long.
The
up and down.
funicular.
That's what it's called. I didn't know it until now.
Okay, sounds
Funicular.
really fucking
Sounds made
cool.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funicular, which is what I called the thing.
The lift.
The lift. That's a funicular.
That's a funicular.
Yeah, so you're in it with him.
Yeah. So it was just me and Murray riding a funicular all day long in Austria.
Were you scared? Do you have a fear of heights?
No, I loved it. And just like the weather kept changing as we were going up and down.
Oh my God, it probably was so crammed with like a camera people inside that thing. And
cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But working with Murray was just like, Murray is so fascinating to me because he is the most rose-colored glasses human being I have ever met in my life. Like right out of the gates, we met and I said something within the first 10 minutes of like, well, we're all going to die. And he was like, do you think about death a lot? And I was like, yeah, I think about it 270 times a day. Like, duh.
Normal?
And
yeah.
I was like, funny, I never really think about it. And I was like, give me your blood. Like, give me whatever makes you, you. Like, I want this.
So how doesn't he think of it? Literally had a whole episode in The Last of Us. Like, where were you, Murray?
Well, I know, but
you killed it. Like, where were you not getting anxiety from that?
I know. But then he's like just the cheeriest, most optimistic guy. And then he starts acting and just pulls out like anger or sadness or whatever. And it's just like he can access it so beautifully and then just like shove it all down again. Wow. He's amazing.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you love that an episode, because I think by the time this comes out, the point is right now when we're recording, they're like 4 episodes out or 3 or 4. Maybe the fourth one is like today.
It's Wednesday. It is.
Yeah, it is. So do you like that when it like drops once a week, or are you more of a binge girly?
I like to gobble it up.
Yeah.
I like to sit on a couch for 8 to 9 hours and gobble it up.
Yeah. So would you wait like till they're all out?
I would wait. Although, that said, I was like the most eager beaver with White Lotus. And
speaking of White Lotus, you know that people are kind of comparing 9 Perfect Strangers and White Lotus in a way.
I mean, different cast, different location.
Right.
I got it.
But some sort of vibe of like rich people all going to a place.
Yeah, mostly
meeting
white people.
Meeting in some, obscure spot and having experiences.
Yeah, there's an overlap.
And Murray.
And Murray.
And speaking of like the binge versus watching once a week, you're a reality TV fan. Like people might not know.
It's bad.
Is it Below Deck and 90 Day?
Yeah, but now it's like
what?
The floodgates have opened.
Mormons?
No, it's Housewives now.
Oh.
Like I was holding out so hard. I was like, for whatever reason, like I will not deign to watch the Housewives. And then I think I was shooting in Boston. It was like a Boston and then Munich thing. It's like when I'm alone and away from people I love and I'm just like, well, this is going to make me happy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, but it's company. It's great, terrible company.
So what did you start with?
I did New York.
You did New York from the beginning?
Yeah.
Like Jill Zarin?
I don't know why they recast it.
You're like, that was perfect.
It was perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
It was so bad. It was perfect. It was so...
I can't believe you started from the beginning recently, like Alex and fucking that whole thing.
Yeah, but now I've done Salt Lake City. I've done Miami. I've done...
Wow.
What am I on now? Jersey.
Jersey from the beginning? Like you're starting season 1, episode 1? Wow. Wait, so are you going to like lean into like new franchises? Like Rhode Island is going to happen?
Probably.
Yeah, you're in it. Wow.
And
what's your fave?
Probably Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, which you also started.
New York.
So when did this start? Because you said it used to be no. So did it start in the past like year?
No, it was. So I was shooting a show called Kevin Can Fuck Himself like, in peak pandemic Boston, where we weren't even allowed to hang out with our castmates. So it was so solitary and wintertime. And I was just like, I think it's time. And that's when it started. So like 3 years ago. And now look at me. I'm like, how many hours? How many hours in?
How many hours in? You can, I mean, you know what? I mean, right now we have Love Island that's on.
I can't.
And that's every day an episode. I think there's like one day off. So you can like just breathe air. But it's every day and everybody watches it. And you're like, how are we all finding, aside from all our other shit and all our other TV?
And then you think about all of the things that you should be doing. Like, I'm always like, I don't read enough. And like, I need to watch more documentaries, which I do. I need to read and I need to watch documentaries. I need to do all those things that make me feel like I'm a good, better person. And I just can't. It's just...
I'm like, no, I just like read like the first book in a long time. And I'm feeling really show offy about it. I mentioned it. It was, oh my God. What's it called? Housemaid. But you know, the only reason it like, it's not a smart people book. Sorry to the author. It's literally a person that watches Housewives book. Like it's that like gritty and like just shit that wouldn't happen. But I felt, well, I saw it. I was on vacation. I saw it. Like they put books out because.
Oh, was it like an airport book?
It was a hotel room book.
A hotel room book?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, how cute would I look by the pool reading this? Like, even if I wasn't really like someone take a picture, you know?
Yeah.
And then I got into it.
Okay.
And I was like shocked and I mention it every day. But I think you need to be like a different sort of relax, like for a book. And TV, you could just like pop out.
Yeah. And
wherever.
your brain can just be not there at all.
Exactly.
But you still feel comforted.
Exactly.
Somehow. Yeah.
But also I think like, even though you said it didn't make you happy, like it is escapism at its finest.
It is.
You know, and made you not think of like Boston, coronavirus, all the shit.
Yes,
you guys know how I feel about reality TV. I know how we all feel about reality TV. We like it. Like we really like it. We live for it. If it doesn't involve a dramatic confession, a chaotic dinner party, or someone storming off in full glam, like we're simply not interested. So let me put you on to something. We all know and love Hulu, but we really need to give Hulu the freaking credit that it deserves for being the destination for reality TV right now. And the best part, you don't have to go hunting across different apps. Hulu's got it all, the drama, the tears, the chaos, everything. The Kardashians, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Got to Get Out, Vanderpump Villa. Hulu has reality TV covered. If you're into glamour and romance, things are heating up on Hulu. Catch new seasons of Project Runway and Bachelor in Paradise, which I want to get back into watching, this summer. Coming soon, there's also an all-new reality TV series called Love Thy Nader, starring the Nader sisters, Willa Brooks. Plus, don't miss an all-new season of Love Island UK, streaming only on Hulu. There's so much great reality TV on Hulu, it's almost too real. Next time you need your reality TV fix, go to Hulu. Hulu gets real. So yes, the rumors are true. I have become into fitness. I have been changing the way I eat. I have been into my wellness, mostly for vanity reasons. But also like, yes, you've seen the protein rage online. You've seen people eating beef for breakfast. Okay, I know. But let's understand like why. Like before I got into this new way of living, I was just eating like a breakfast that didn't even have any protein in it. That won't work. So I've had to add protein powder into my daily routine. Listen, every scoop of this protein powder that I use, Clean Simple Eats, has 20 grams of protein. So I'll either throw it in a smoothie or I'll top off my yogurt with it. And it's so good. I love Clean Simple Eats. Their protein powder is always grass-fed with no seed oils or artificial ingredients. It's third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. I love the chocolate flavor. I'll make like a hot cocoa with it at night, which is really, really good. They also have a clear protein powder, which is all the hype right now. It's the pink burst flavor and it's so cool. It tastes like a melted pink starburst and it literally never stays in stock. It's super refreshing. It's light and it's also 20 grams of protein. Visit cleansimpleeats.com and use code NOTSKINNY20 at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's cleansimpleeats.com. The code is NOTSKINNY20 for 20% off your first order. Link is also in the show notes. You're welcome. If you guys know me, you know I am obsessed with Quince. I love Quince. I'm so happy that I know about it. I'm so happy it wasn't gate kept from me. I actually found out about Quince even before I started working with them because I was looking for like a good pair of linen pants. I remember when I went to the US Open a couple years ago and I just got such a great pair from Quince, so affordable, white linen pants. Perfect for the summer months and for all those summer looks. And yes, it is more affordable than other places you could get the same stuff. It's crazy because they use like the same factories that like these huge designers or retailers use, but they just save you like up to 80% because they don't have a physical store. You can get, like I said, 100% European linen shorts and dresses from $30, Luxe swimwear, Italian leather sandals, and so much more. I actually posted the other week, like this bag and then like literally found a dupe at Quince. I have a nursing cover that I found that was like $100. I found its dupe at Quince for $40. Like, you're not compromising on the quality. I promise you that. Give your summer closet an upgrade with Quince. Go to quince.com/notskinny for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/notskinny to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/notskinny. A lot of people's comfort show is Schitt's Creek, a show you were a fucking star of.
Thanks.
Yeah.
One of them.
One of them.
Yeah, I mean, knowing that Schitt's Creek is one of those, not only like entertainment level, but one of those shows that's like, this got me through a mental health crisis. This got me through losing somebody I love. Like, The Office is that show to me. Mm-hmm. And so I know how special that is and how important that is. And so I just feel so lucky to be a part of something that has provided some relief and some joy to people when they need it.
And that is like everlasting.
Yeah.
It's like a timeless show that people reference and will remember forever. You know, I read that before you got the audition, you were about to quit. You were burned. The house burned down. Like there were $3. Like all these things happened right before.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty cocktail of things. Yeah, my apartment had just burned down.
Because LA fire or?
No, it was Toronto.
Okay.
They still don't know what happened. It was like, it could have been light refracting through a vase improperly. It could have been faulty wiring. But the fire was so intense, and my deck was petroleum based. Like the material that the boards were made out of were petroleum based, and so as soon as fire or water hit it, it just exploded. So basically, yeah, I had no apartment, I had no money, and it was just kind of constantly.
Did you have insurance, or like how does that work? Was it rented or yours?
It was bought, but like so far from paid off. Anyway, so it was shitty. And I was auditioning a bunch, but it was always kind of whittled down to me and another girl, and it was always the other girl that got the phone call. And so I really was like, I think this is all of the indication that I need to pivot and like.
What was your plan?
I don't know.
Oh, a bar? You thought?
That was my short term, like, I guess I'll work at the bar down.
But you went to college?
Mm-hmm, for theater.
Oh, for theater. So
yeah.
So you were like,
I can do movement. Want to watch me roll around on the ground?
Were you a theater girl like in college?
Yeah.
Because I've been around theater people.
Sorry.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Like your sneeze is like, I just remember that. Like
sneezing?
That even a sneeze was like, like that sort of thing.
Okay,
like
can I tell you?
The college theater people.
I was not one of those people, but only because I fucking hate loud sneezes so much. Like I don't know what it, people have I can't remember
Oh my
what.
God, I'm one of those people you would fucking hate me. My husband apologizes to people on the street. He's like, sorry, so sorry. Sorry, but I'm not doing it theatrically. It just happens loudly.
Cover your face?
I do. And my nose.
There's something that people have that when they hear people chew, it's
misophonia.
That's what it is.
You have that?
No, but I have that with sneezes. So whatever that is.
You do. Like you would get the ick.
Ricochets through. It feels like I'm shooting a gun and it's like kick.
So how do you
back.
sneeze? Like super dainty?
I go like this. Like sometimes it doesn't even make that snort.
You're literally like holding it in so bad. Yeah. Even when you're alone.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sometimes when I'm alone,
you let one out. You're like
I let it go. And it does feel really good.
Have you ever like smelled someone sneeze? No, I have, you guys. It's weird.
That's disgusting to think about.
I've been in a closed car with like somebody that sneezed. And then I was like, what is that metallic? Like it was just not breath. It was like a sneeze smell. This is weird, you guys. Think about it.
Weird smelling and like sensory.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
And by weird, I mean unique.
I do. I have this thing like I'll walk by somebody on the street that I assume smells. Okay.
Like
smell that looks like very dirty.
Oh.
And like they probably smell.
Okay.
And instead of not breathing, I'll fucking take the deepest breath.
Puff it in.
Huff it and puff it. I'll walk into a bathroom, see shit streaks on the toilet.
You won't get down there, will you? You won't get right down there. Please tell me you won't.
I will be like, that's so disgusting. It probably smells like I will accidentally you know what it is? I don't need therapy. I'm just so curious. That's what I am.
Do you do that with nice smells too?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll smell like, the rich looking men on the street. I'm dying to know what they smell like. And
what about just like a flower or something or like fresh rain on freshly cut grass? Any of that or just human content?
Maybe like, oh my God, I'm like Dexter or something. Like smelling. I'm like the Charlie's Angels guy with the hair.
Well, there are people who can smell like cancer and Parkinson's and things like that.
Really?
Hey.
They can?
Yeah.
People, not dogs?
People, not dogs.
Okay. Back to you.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So, people, not dogs. People, not dogs? No, I can't.
That's a cute podcast. People, not dogs.
Sometimes the dumb bitch voice that I do to imitate myself.
You realize sounds just like you instead?
Correct. But also I wonder because you did the dumb bitch ditzy voice for Alexis for so many years. Now that you imitate a dumb bitch, do you do the same voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I do.
Like how fun for you that you got to do that. You know?
And it's so easy. Like you don't have to like put any energy into anything.
Did you get stuck in it after a day?
Yeah, I would have to shake it off going home.
Because it's really not you. Like no one would say like that you as Annie have like a Valley girl. What'd you call it? Like Valley girl?
Yeah, Valley girl. Like vocal fry.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Vocal fry haters can fucking suck it, okay?
It's all people
This is my voice. Taking it personally.
Don't.
But it's so fun. Like that's what I say about a voice like that. Like it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so much more fun than just like speaking normally to me. So I put it on sometimes, Yeah,
lean into it, dude.
Like Alexis would.
Life is short.
So, but when you did the audition, did that come naturally to you or did you have to work on that a lot?
When I auditioned, I actually auditioned for Stevie as well, which is the role that Emily Hampshire plays.
Yeah.
So I tested for both Alexis and for Stevie.
Which one did you want?
I felt like I was going to get Stevie because Stevie felt more like me.
You. Yeah.
And I'm so glad I got the part that I did because it was a character.
Wait, but that's so funny that an actor auditions for both characters that are like polar opposites.
Yeah. And I changed I thought I was, oh my God, this is such a fucking actor thing to do. I changed my nail polish color.
Was it the same day though?
Yeah. I had like 20 minutes in between. And
so what did you do, Alexis? What, pink?
Pink. And I think Stevie was like, I think I even chipped it. I think it was like a purple and I like chipped it.
No,
what
you
a loser.
did not
I know.
chip.
I did.
Genius though.
It didn't work for Stevie.
It didn't work for Stevie. It worked for Alexis.
Yeah.
And do you remember the feeling of after the $3 and the house burning and all the things
Yeah.
and getting the yes?
It was, I mean, Dan was such an asshole about it too because
Were you friends at that point?
No, I didn't know him at all. Because I tested and then literally 3 weeks passed. And you know that every minute of every day, I'm just like checking the phone or calling my agent to be like, just tell me that they don't want me. Just tell me that they passed. So 3 weeks later, and I got a call from Dan and he was like, hey, just wanted to thank you so much for all the effort and all the time that you put in. Yeah, we really appreciated it so much. And that's what people say when they're about to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
We went with someone else.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, thanks so much. And then, and I was signing off the call and he was like, just one quick thing. Do you want to play my sister on the show? I'm sure I cried. It was like kind of a blackout like situation because it changed my whole life. Like it really changed.
So, but do you love that he did that?
I do now.
Yeah.
In the moment, I was just like, please put me out of my misery. This is, because you picture it. You come so close to a thing and you start picturing it and you start living it. And then to have that be like,
wow, that's so special. And did you become like really close filming it?
Yeah. I mean,
the way he talks about you, everything I've seen both of you present in or anything, he's like just obsessed with you.
I can't wait for him to watch this.
I'll be like,
no, we fell into like a sibling dynamic right away. So we knew how to like get at each other and we had so much fun and so many giggles. And I miss that cast so much.
Yeah, it was so. How many years did you film? Like
6.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you got to live at home?
I got to live at home.
Yeah.
Roll out of bed and I was in hair and makeup in 15 minutes.
Like, which is unique, right? For an actor.
And going to like watch Eugene and Catherine work every day.
Did you break a lot?
Catherine made me break so much.
Yeah.
But you get to a point where you just have to kind of like shove it down because if you break every time she's funny, no one's going to get any.
Right. Because she's so fucking funny. Like what tip for me, I think, and I literally found a compilation of it online and like put it on my feed so I can like watch it when I'm sad, is just her saying bebe. Like that's my all time. Yeah. Do you have an all time?
No, it's too, there's too much.
There's too much.
She's such a absolute goddamn chameleon genius woman. I could watch her work. Have you watched The Studio?
I didn't yet. I have to do one show at a time. It's like one like serious show.
That's fair.
So I'm doing Your Friends and Neighbors.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
It's really good.
Okay. That's a John Hamm one.
John Hamm. Okay. And Amanda Peet, who like love her. She's Canadian. Can I make up that she's Canadian? She's not, but she seems like she would be.
I'll take it.
And Olivia Munn. It's so good. But The Studio is what she's in it, Catherine?
She's in it. Yeah.
Okay.
In all her glory.
We'll watch it for her.
Yeah.
Did you get to improvise?
Not really. We shot to script always. And then if someone had an idea, we could like pipe up for a button at the end of a scene that usually hit the cutting room floor immediately. But sometimes my proudest one, I think I did You Get Murdered First for once. I think that was it.
Oh, yeah?
And then I did, it's like a witch's house in here, David. But out of 6 seasons, I think that's.
Oh, really?
The extent of it.
Oh my God. It seems like because you guys are so good and had such a flow, it would seem like everything is just like off the fucking cuff, you know?
I know.
I saw that I don't know if you're saying this for jokesies. I hope not, that you would really want there to be a movie.
Of course I would want there to be a movie.
Yeah, a Schitt's Creek movie.
Oh my gosh.
I can see it. I can see it. And I love that you said movie and not like reboot or not like reunion. I love that you said movie because that's what we should be manifesting.
Will you help me?
Yeah. What can I do on it?
I don't know. I'm just, again, speaking of waiting by the phone.
Yeah. Really? Like, do you annoy them? Like, who do we have to annoy?
I think Dan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What in it is not making him want to do it?
I think, he's he's a real perfectionist. And I think it just has to be, it can't be like movie for the sake of a movie. I think it has to be like
the plot has to be really perfect.
Yeah, the perfect kernel of an idea.
There are probably like 1,000 different ways this could go.
I mean, we're all going to be in an old folks home if he dawdles any longer.
Yeah.
It's
You're
not a motel.
so
It's a
everyone's down.
retirement residence.
Is everyone down?
As far as I know.
You guys, fingers fucking crossed. Like I said, I will be watching Bachelor in Paradise this summer. Bachelor Nation fans have been anxiously awaiting the highly anticipated season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise, and the beach is finally back open. I used to live for Bachelor in Paradise. Okay. I used to watch it and be like, why am I, this is the best part of the Bachelor franchise is Paradise. Like on The Bachelor, you have to wait through the dates, through the this. Here it's like bunch of people making out, getting down. That's what I want. I want it hot. I want it dirty. I want it messy, okay? Jesse Palmer is going to be coming back as your beloved host. And don't worry, Wells Adams is back as everyone's favorite bartender. Newcomer to Paradise, former Bachelorette, Hannah Brown will be making her debut as the head of Paradise Relations. She'll help plan special experiences for those romantics on the beach. They're shaking up things even more. This is actually crazy, you guys. The young singles are going to be joined by Golden Bachelor and Bachelorette alumni crashing the beach. That's crazy. Both bold and gold singles will shoot their shot at love this season, and it's all taking place in one spot, a new tropical oasis, Costa Rica. So you guys, you got to catch new episodes with me of Bachelor in Paradise Mondays at 8/7 Central on ABC, and you can stream it the next day on Hulu. Okay, listen up. This is one of those things that I wish I knew about sooner. Built rewards. If you're paying rent every month and getting nothing for it, you are absolutely doing it wrong, okay? Built is the only rewards program that lets you earn points on rent. Yep, actual points without any fees. You can use those points to travel, shop, or even put them toward a future home. There is no cost to join, and just by paying rent, you'll unlock flexible points that can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. When you pay rent through Built, you unlock two powerful benefits. First, you earn one of the industry's most valuable points on rent every month, no matter where you live, who your landlord is, your rent now works for you. Second, you gain access to exclusive neighborhood benefits in your city. Built's neighborhood benefits are things like extra points on dining out, complimentary post-workout shakes, free mats or towels at your favorite fitness studios, and unique experiences that only Built members can access. And when you're ready to travel, Built points can be converted to your favorite miles and hotel points around the world, meaning your rent can literally take you places. So if you're not earning points on rent, my question is, what are you waiting for? Start paying rent through Built and take advantage of your neighborhood benefits by going to joinbuilt.com/notskinny. That's joinbuilt, joinbilt.com/notskinny. Make sure to use my URL so they know that I sent ya. Joinbuilt.com/notskinny to sign up for Built today. If you run a business, a side hustle, or you're just someone who does a lot from your phone, listen up, because this is a game changer. It's called Open Phone. Open Phone gives you a dedicated business number that lives right on your existing phone. You can call, text, send voice notes, auto reply, even set up business hours. And everything stays completely separate from your personal life. Whether you're running a podcast like me, a small business, you're managing partnerships, or you're just tired of mixing work with your group chat chaos, Open Phone makes you look like you've got your life together, even if you don't. Open Phone is the #1 business phone system that streamlines and scales your customer communications. With Open Phone, your team can share one number and collaborate on customer calls and texts like a shared inbox. That way, a teammate can pick up right where the last person left off, keeping responses times faster than ever. So whether you're a one-person operation, drowning in calls and texts, or have a large team that needs better collaboration tools, Open Phone is a no-brainer. Open Phone is offering my listeners 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/notskinny. That's openphone, openphone.com/notskinny. And if you have existing numbers with another service, Open Phone will port them over at no extra charge. Open Phone, no missed calls, no missed customers. Go to openphone.com/notskinny and get 20% off your first 6 months. Was it right after Schitt's Creek that you did Kevin Can F Himself?
More or less. I booked the job in like very end of 2019. So it got pushed obviously because of ye old pandems. But
Wow, you really lived that pandems. Like,
oh yeah. But we shot Kevin, like we started shooting September 2020. So we were all masked, testing every day, not allowed to hang out outside of work.
Yeah.
Like it was not a great time to be working.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was such a unique show in that like it was like sitcom-y and then also a drama when you were kind of alone.
Yeah, the premise was awesome. I loved the pilot of that show so much, and because it is sitcom world when she's with her husband,
right.
And then when she's by herself, it's like kind of Breaking Bad-y, like really beautifully shot drama.
Yeah.
And I met my best friend on that show, Mary Hollis, who plays Patty.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It was a weird and wild time.
You said earlier you weren't allowed to hang out like outside of, so even with her, like even though you're a friend, you would break the rules.
We're living in the same like apartment complex, and so you have to have some kind of human interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're sitting alone with your thoughts watching hours and hours of Housewives. Like you need to break that up a little bit.
Right. Did you like playing, like going from Alexis and getting to have like fun and comedy to something a little bit darker at times?
Yeah. I think for myself, I really needed to prove to myself that I could do something that wasn't like, and this character is so, Kevin can fuck himself. It's like this kind of lower class Bostonian housewife. And so it was a good challenge for me to
and with 9 Perfect Strangers too, it's like completely different for you.
Yeah. I think I got into acting to live as many lives as I possibly could in this one life.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do a whole,
Do you have any like dream genre that you haven't touched yet?
I want to
screamed yet?
No, I haven't been in a horror movie. I'd love to do that. I also want to play like a grieving widow in 1806, like wandering around on the shore,
Really?
like in a big dress. Like I'd love to do that.
Putting it out there, everybody.
Please, let's manifest that.
Because you talked about the corona a bunch.
Yeah.
Was it, because I know you also discussed your mental health before and like getting depressed and going on meds, which is great that you've been so open about it. Was that during the pandemic?
Oh, that's all over the place all the time. Yeah. That comes and goes. Like a
but
real
since
asshole.
you were younger or?
I'd say like kind of mid-20s, it started really popping up.
Yeah.
Popping up.
It's like depression or anxiety?
Yeah, both. A nice little cocktail. Yeah.
What was the catalyst for you? Do you remember?
I mean, it's like existential stuff, like just being overwhelmed a lot of the time by like dying and losing people that I love and not spending enough time with those people while I have the ability to spend. And it, like life stuff, of course, adds to that little recipe of things.
Right.
But it really just pops up and stays for like an undisclosed amount of time, and then you kind of like get out of it a bit and you find the happiness and you find the light, but it's gonna be like, hey guys, I'm back.
That's why whenever I talk about it, because I suffer from anxiety, whenever I talk about it, I always make sure to say, like, even if I'll say like I'm okay now, I'm always like parentheses,
Yeah.
Because you just, first of all, you're like anxiety, depression gods, like I didn't jinx it, okay? I said it was okay now.
Yeah.
I didn't say forever, and I didn't say you weren't coming back, but I always want to make sure that I'm like, no, and it could pop up and
I know that I'm a person who's gonna have to be on antidepressants for chunks of time throughout my life.
Do you try to get off of them or?
I do, but I know that's not.
But why?
I know. It's stupid.
But no, I'm genuinely wondering, like, is it because you have a relationship with it where you're like, I need to be okay without it?
No. I think it is important to get on the right one and stay on the right one, but I haven't found the right one. And I feel like my sex drive goes away. On the ones that I've been on, there's like no sex drive. And there is this strange dissociation from emotion. And I feel like I would almost rather cry a lot than not be able to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you still haven't found the right one.
I still haven't found the right one.
Oh, that's annoying to go through the ones.
But it is that kind of slippery slope of like, I'm feeling fine now. I should just go off my meds. Like,
and then it's funny. Then you're like, no, you were feeling fine now because
of your
yes, yeah. I've done that before. But also then it's the fucking, sometimes you're like, is it placebo? Am I not feeling fine because I know that I went off of it? You know, it's a whole fucking mind fuck.
Yeah.
With 9 Perfect Strangers though, it's a book. We talked about reading before. Did you read it? Yes.
But season 1 and 2 are like, season 2 is not a book.
Right. Did you read though the one for the season 1 one?
No.
And she asks again.
No, I didn't.
She asks again.
I thought that was clear.
Yeah. So what's the last book you read?
Well, I'm currently reading Demon Copperhead by
Okay.
Barbara Kingsolver, which is really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Sounds like not anything that like Demon Copper. Like what does that mean?
It's loosely based on David Copperfield.
Okay.
Loosely, very loosely, but it's awesome.
Well, the show is very like woo woo a little bit. Like Hollywood can be woo woo.
Hell yeah.
Have you done? Well, you're like in Fake Chanel's, so I'm assuming you don't do like a lot of woo woo shit. But have you done any like really Hollywood thing that you remember or that you did for the experience? Salmon sperm facial.
Oh Lord! Oh God, no. No. I did Tixel, a Tixel treatment on
laser.
My face. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just, I think it did a nice thing, but I also looked like I had been barbecued and stung by like an entire swarm of bees for 8 to 10 days.
Yeah. Wait,
didn't realize that I was
what
like,
kind of what is it for?
It's
Like
a
laser?
I
don't know any of them.
It's supposed to take your wrinkles away.
Did it? So you feel like it did it?
I think it took like
a wrinkle?
1/16 of my wrinkles away.
Was it a one-time thing?
No, you have to. It's like you buy a package, and now I have to go back to do it. I'm overdue, and I'm just like, I don't.
And every time you get the barbecue,
yes, and it's in kind of grid pattern.
Oh wow, okay.
It's kind of badass looking after a while, but
you feel silly doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll look into it.
But then the other Hollywood thing, which it's not a woo-woo thing. It's just an experience that I had recently where I was at this party and they had hired human beings to be marionettes for entertainment. And these poor people, and then they'd hired bartenders to have a puppet. Okay, it was the 9 Perfect Strangers premiere. Which was a blast. It was so fun, but it was just very Hollywood.
Yeah.
And the bartenders that they hired, who are all aspiring actors too, had to have a puppet on their hand while they were mixing drinks, and you were only allowed to converse with the bartender through the puppet.
So if you looked at them, they'd be like,
And I was just sitting there like in the darkest of dark corners because that's where I am drawn to.
You find yourself at parties.
Yeah, like a glass of wine in a dark corner. And I was just like, this is the most Hollywood thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need to go.
Yeah. It was too much.
It was too much.
Oh my God. Do you live in LA or do you?
No, I'm in Toronto.
Okay. So that keeps you like, marionette free. Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah.
So not only Nicole Kidman was excited to work with you, you met Kate Winslet. We're so excited. I read that you got her number.
I got her number and then I went to her house.
Wait, first of all, at what point in the relationship did you ask for the digits?
We drunkenly exchanged them the night we met.
Where'd you meet?
We met at the Emmys.
Yeah.
And
when you won?
No, when we presented a couple of years ago, a few years ago, I guess. And Dan Levy then had like an after party at his house. And she was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely be there. And we were like, Kate Winslet's not fucking coming to this. And late in the night, like 12:30 at night, we were doing karaoke. And Sarah Levy was singing What's Going On. And
What's Going That one. What a good karaoke song.
So good. And she's so good.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's like another voice that joins in during the chorus. And we look over and it's Kate Winslet just like traipsing through the front door, ready to go. And we hung out that night and just kind of clicked. And she was like, if you're ever in London, just like come to she calls it her house by the sea. She's like, come to my house by the sea. And I was like, I'm going to be in London in 2 weeks. And she was like, come to my house by the sea. So I did.
Wait, so you were like, hey, did you think about it? Was it like texting a guy? Like,
yeah, I was like, I probably shouldn't text her and go to her house by the sea, right? Because she probably didn't mean it because we had been drinking. But
you were like, but I have to.
But I can't not go to Kate Winslet's house by the sea. And so I texted it, and she is so sweet and so earnest. Like she genuinely meant, please come to my house by the sea. And so I did. I took the train to her house by the sea, and
by yourself?
And she came out, and welcomed me with open arms. She had bare feet, like messy bun, and she cooked a frittata from eggs that her chickens had hatched. She hatched the eggs. Yes, yeah. She had just gotten up from hatching a bunch of eggs. And cooked me this frittata and then drove me back to the train station because she was on her way to pick up her little boy from...
No, that's so romantic.
From school.
Fucking Kate Winslet.
Get out of here. And
she's the coolest, huh?
She's the coolest woman.
Like not Hollywood. Not Hollywood vibes.
Hates it.
Yeah.
Lives in a house by the sea in England.
I love how you call it a house by the sea too. You're like, if she called it a house by the sea.
That's what it is.
I'm never not saying that.
But she's just so... cool and beautiful and smart and down to earth and all I was just like, I just want to be you. I want to be you so bad. I want to be your friend. I want to come to your house by the sea so much
more. Have you maintained the friendship?
I text her sometimes.
That's nice. You got to maintain it.
Got to. If you have Kate Winslet's number, you got to make the most of it.
Like happy birthday and stuff.
Yeah. And like, I loved your way to go and make that feminist empowering speech. That kind of really chill.
Wait, it's so funny that you say that because like literally like every day there's a feminist empowering speech by Kate Winslet that shows up on my feed.
I text her a bunch, I guess.
Yeah, you're like I saw one again. Yeah. You're so good. You go, girl. What I remember from you like a couple years ago, you did a video with AJ McLean from the BackStreet Boys, the Ew David, right? And you are a BackStreet Boys girly.
Dude.
So it wasn't just like you made a video with a BackStreet Boy. Like you were, because you're, what year are you born? 87?
Oh, you said 80? No. You said 90? That's so
totally
cute and sweet.
But 87? 86.
Yeah.
So that was the BackStreet Boys. I mean, I'm 88. So that's like we BackStreet Boys.
How dare you? 88. But it was crazy.
Wait, was he your BackStreet Boy?
He was my second.
Who was the first?
Brian.
Shut up, me too. And why? No offense, Brian. But what were we like? I feel
kind
like
of looks like a tiger or something.
I feel like there needs to be like those old BuzzFeed like what it means about you. Yeah. Like if you like based on who your BackStreet Boy was. Like why did I go for Brian?
I think he was a little bit safer than AJ. Like I felt like he could probably take care of me.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. But AJ was too. So it's like I might go this.
But then
like,
you want the
like, I also liked AJ.
I'm not bad.
Guess who wasn't our one or two? Nick, which means I know what that
he was
BuzzFeed.
3, then Kevin
he was.
And
Kevin is hardcore.
Kevin now I'm like
Kevin is number fucking one
he's
now.
Number one.
And Howie. Shout out Howie. You know. Really hope he's well. So AJ, number 2. You meet your number 2.
I meet my number 2. But guys, like I will do any BackStreet. The level of obsession that I had with the BackStreet Boys, like I fell in love. Brian was my first love. And I remember going to their concert in grade 7 or 8 or something like that and being in the nosebleeds and feeling like I was going to go fucking insane because he was there.
Yeah.
And I was here.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that I was there.
Yeah.
But we were in love and he was mine. And he didn't, and I like didn't know how to communicate to him that like I was just right here.
Yeah.
And all he needed to do was take the microphone and call me down and I'd be his wife forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I met AJ and I flashback to.
He found out that you were a fan, or was it the other way around? Because you were in a trailer. Was it his trailer?
Yes, it was. I got to go on his bus.
Oh, you went on his bus?
On his bus. I think I had already bought tickets to the concert, obviously. And then there was like an invite. I guess they kind of do like fancy people in the city. Do you want to go to this concert?
Yeah.
Fancy. But, and then it was like, AJ would like to invite you to the concert. And I was like, I already have tickets. So I won't be needing AJ's tickets. And then we exchanged numbers somehow. And he was like, come backstage after the show. And I was like, and I did. And again, we text sometimes now.
No, shut up.
And my best friend my oldest friend, Beck, we've been friends since grade 4, and we still, like, every time I get a text from AJ, I screen around. Just kidding, I don't. But
so, was it his idea to do the David? Or yours?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
it was his. Okay.
Yes, he had watched Schitt's Creek. I think he's watched it like 6 times or something. He's like a diehard.
He's a diehard.
Yeah.
So, because I'm sure so many people say that line to you, but when AJ did it, it was fine. But when other people do it, is a little bit annoying at this point.
A little bit. But what I've realized, because it's very kind of like, do it. Like, do the thing, do your thing. And sometimes you're deeply depressed and you're like, I just don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But what I have realized is that I think more often than not, it's people wanting to do it themselves.
Yeah.
And so I kind of go like, let's do it together, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then often I just don't and let them do it.
Yeah.
And that usually like scratches an itch.
Yeah.
For them. Sometimes I join in.
And you're like, only if you're AJ.
Yeah. Only for my number 2 man, AJ.
Well, I was saying this at the beginning, but we have to share with people because I was like, which is so funny because I don't, like I said, I think in my mind I was like, tell her like you're a fan. When I saw you at the Rangers game at the suite, at the MSG suite, guys, sorry. Which I went to a hockey game, which I do not deserve to. Like I was, whenever I get invited to a suite, I'm going. It doesn't matter what's happening. You're an actual hockey fan.
Yes.
Because you're Canadian, makes sense.
Go Sens. Ottawa Senators.
So that day was Rangers versus them
versus Sens, yeah.
So she gets invited. So the way it works is like you get invited by by MSG.
Yeah.
So and you come in the Senators. But were you booing too?
No.
Okay, I added a layer.
Ma'am,
okay.
No.
Okay. So you were the other teams.
The other team, team's stuff.
And you're not allowed.
No, like of course you're not. You're a guest of the Rangers.
You're basically
like,
a guest
your
of
fucking brain, you idiot.
Guest of the Rangers.
You're a guest of the Rangers, and I didn't realize that I was on. Like they have the like cameras that zoom in so close. I didn't see one camera around me. So the Sens were when they scored a goal, I was like. And then I had been on like national television.
Yeah, it became news.
It became news.
Yeah.
And then a security guard came over and they were like, "You have to take your hat off." And so I did, and then I think they gave me a Rangers hat, which I happily put on, and the Rangers are also so great.
Yeah.
But it was a faux pas. And now I know.
You've learned.
I've learned my lesson, and I hope to be invited back one day.
Did your friends, because I remember you were with like a few friends, like were they like, I mean, that must have been such a funny situation to be in.
It was. And then
that would be something I would do, like not get it. Like I totally get why your brain was like, I'm watching a game. I like this team. Let me just wear like their merch, you know?
Yeah. But then the Sens kept scoring. And so I had to be like, sit on my hand and just like.
And you're like a huge hockey fan.
I mean, huge is a bit much.
Yeah.
But like I love a good hockey game.
Yeah. The no teeth situation.
Love a man with no teeth.
Not a Nick for you. Mm-mm. Turn on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I feel that. AJ, Brian, no
hockey
teeth.
Boys. No. Yeah. Toothless men. Toothless men. Yeah.
Annie, thank you so much for coming on. Everybody go watch 9 Perfect Strangers. It's on Hulu.